Hi everyone. Hi there. I'm Dr. Randall George Nozell, the Bounce Back Blind Guy, and your ambassador of personal development. Okay, we're going to continue on, and this is transforming adversity into opportunity. And uh, basically, we're moving forward with our program, my new program, Thrive Alive. And we've discussed so far the 9 or part of the 9 pillars of wellness, and we'll continue on with that. And we've talked about nutrition, mental, emotional wellness, and our last episode, physical and spiritual wellness. And now we're on to relationships. That's right. So relationships meaning relationships to spirit or the God of your understanding, or if you don't believe in God, whatever that means to you, your relationship to yourself, whether it be cell to cell within your body, organ to organ, what you eat and how that turns into energy, relationships with your spouse, your boyfriend or girlfriend, husband and wife, to your children, to the people at your workplace, to the folks you come across when you're walking down the road, people that you don't even know, that you've not even met yet. So it's relationships, because we are all social beings, starting from the atomic level. That's right, from the smallest of your electrons, smallest of atoms, from your bacteria that's in you, and you've got 40,000 different species of bacteria in you now, and that's a 2 million genes that you have there. All the many trillions of viruses that are in you, and sometimes viruses are held within viruses. And by the way, without viruses, and I keep on repeating this in many of the episodes, is that without viruses, you would be dead. So quit killing the viruses. Because how foolish that is. You don't want to kill those things that are in your genetic code. And yes, you did not know that, right? But viruses are encoded in your genome, and you make viruses. So you don't want to kill those, because that keeps you alive. And you've got parasites in you, you've got fungus in you, you got mold and yeasts in you, and they all live commensally or in harmony or in balance. Okay, so that's the relationship. But we'll go ahead and go with our human social relationships between, say, you, your spouse, your children, and all that, and why that becomes part of your life. Because you as an entity are a God gift, and I repeat that too, because one, we humans make mistakes, right? I don't think God does. So God doesn't make extra people, and you weren't put on earth here just to hang around and do nothing. You're given the skills and abilities to achieve at the highest, be at your best, live that extraordinary life, if you choose. If you choose. So relationship is when you look at yourself, how do you relate to yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Is there a lot of self-love there? And if that is missing, or if it's in plenty, do you share that love with others? Okay. And so when we're talking about significant other, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, okay, how do you relate to them? Is your relationship based on you, on how it benefits you, or how you both co-benefit from the relationship? Okay. So knowing that the divorce rate is about 50% in this country after a few years, and people keep on getting remarried and keep on getting divorced and all that, you might have to think to yourself that perhaps you have to take it more seriously, or look at yourself and maybe question why this keeps on happening. When you talk about marriage, are you marrying the person of your dreams, the one you're going to spend the rest of your life with? And what happens is, when problems occur, when those divots in the road appear, things might fall apart, right? So Sometimes it's the stress of money and not having enough of it, not having enough food, or the kids get thrown out of school, or they don't graduate, or there's stealing, there's yelling at the neighbors, there's one or both of you screwing around with the neighbors next door or somebody else, and things get in the way, right? So what kind of relationship do you want? Not only with yourself, but to others. Okay. And does love really come first? You have to ask yourself that. Does love really come first? Because when you talk about love, it's a wonderful word, but hard to define. So when you use that love word, or when you feel what love feels like, that kind of depends on what you put into your body, what you're eating. Okay, and if you feel good and you're at your healthiest best, and you're not 100, 500 pounds overweight, or getting sick, or you're angry all the time, or your negative emotions affect others in a negative way, is that the kind of relationships, are those the kind that you have? Is that the kind that you have with your spouse? Okay. Think about all this. And in my Thrive Alive program, we go over this, because relationships are one of those things that not only defines you, but it defines your time here on earth. Okay, and this could be the most glorious time that you could ever imagine, and you quietly or loudly influencing other people or not. Okay, you could be a shit, you could be a lousy shit. Okay, but you don't have to remain one, is what my point is. Okay, so take a look at yourself, we take a look at all those folks around you, but it's taking a look at you and your inner world, your belief system, and how you think, how you feel the world should work, and how you think you fit into it. All right? So in Thrive Alive, we go over all this. Let me know how we can help. Because I tell you what, look at where we are now in 2021. Much worse than 2020 with this fake panic. And it is fake, by the way. Okay? It is definitely fake. Don't fall for it. Definitely don't fall for it. Make love come first. Make your relations come first. Make your dreams real. Make them real. Okay? That means you have to believe in yourself. Okay? And that is the relationship you have with yourself. Okay? And thusly transmute that with others that are closest to you, and from there those that you don't know yet, but by your actions they will get to know you. Okay. So anyway, Thrive Alive, everyone. Let me know. Contact me, because a lot of you have questions, I know, and we can move forward. Don't be afraid to ask. Email me at mirabelle.nozawa@gmail.com, mirabelle.nozawa@gmail.com. Contact me. Let's get going. Let's make that difference, and let's make that difference start inside of you. Thanks for watching.